Hello there, it's Jay here from Jay's Vintage Junk, and actually I'm just in the middle of making another video, namely on putting that in the Amiga 600, and I come across a bit of a problem. I'm part way through making the video, and all of a sudden my mouse starts acting up. We've got an original Amiga Tank-mouse, and this is what I quite like. I just like the original Amiga Tank-mouse. So I've got a few of the later mice, but I just quite like using this one. Anyway, I mean, I use it on a mouse mat. I have nothing fancy, just an original, you know, old school mouse mat, which you really do need, you know, for a proper ball mouse like this if you want it to work properly. And it just started playing up on me, basically. You know, I'm trying to go across the screen like that, and I'm end up, you know, multiple like that, and knocking it on the mouse mat to get it to turn. So basically, I think probably it's just got a bit gummed up. I mean, God knows the last time I was in this mouse, if I've ever actually been in this mouse and cleaned it before, I don't know. So what I thought we'd just do a quick vid, and we'll pull this apart, give it a clean up, and just see whether it's going to function properly for us after that. So let's get on and give that a go. We need a screwdriver, don't we? There we go. That one will do. Right, let's get the mouse mat back out of the way. And let's have a look inside first and take the ball out. I mean, the ball, you know, the ball doesn't look nice. That's a bit cruddy. It's not cracked up or anything though, so you know it is still usable. It just looks a bit nasty and a bit yellowed, but so it's not all started to craze up and crack and the rubber chip off the metal ball inside. So that should be alright at least. Let's have a look. I apologise for my hands now, by the way, but that's it's black ink. I was sorting my printer out earlier and it won't come off. Right, it'll wear off after a few days. I'm not scrubbing at it from like mad. Right, let's have a look. Let's have a look inside here. It does look like it might be a little bit on the crusty side. Oops, there we go. We're in. All the plastics look good. This one, amazingly, I mean, it's a little bit yellowed, but it's not, you know, it's not horrendously yellowed. I've seen other ones far worse. Both mouse buttons are still nice and clicky, which is nice. I mean, they do tend to go a bit iffy in these after a while. In fact, I think I've got one of these mice that's really dodgy on this side, so we might do another video. Have a look at the, I think I might have two that are a little bit iffy, actually, other tank mice like this, so we might do another video on them. Right, let's disconnect the cable. I don't think the cable is at fault. I'm pretty... Oh, it's actually soldered in place there. Have you noticed? So you can't, that's a bit of a daft idea, so you can't, you know, you can unplug the cable from the board there. But you can't take, you have to desolder the ground there to actually remove. Yeah, that's a daft idea. I've not seen that before. Right, let's actually take the mechanism out so we can have a really good look at it, see what we need to clean. I can already see some muck and rubbish on here. Should be a little bit easier to clean if we get it all out of the plastic. They're nice and simple, these mice. Yeah, plastics aren't too bad. It's just in there. It's just all sorts of muck and rubbish on the rollers. Let's have a. It's not as bad as some that I've seen actually. What we need is something we can just get in there. And here we are. We can get the muck that's built up on the edges of the rollers out, and then we'll just clean the rollers up. Let's see if we can get hold of it with this. In fact, where's my tweezers? I bet my tweezers will get that. There they are. You see, all this fluff that's built up on the edge of the rollers. It's not just what builds up on the actual pinch on the roller that the ball runs on. We'll clean that off with some isopropyl in a minute. It's what gets down the sides and wraps around like the bearings and everything, which causes can cause problems. And these look pretty manky. You see it? Oops. It's just full of like fluff like that. There's a little bit of a build up on the rollers themselves, but not too much. I think most of it's down to this. It's like wool or something like that. It looks like all around the ends of the rollers. I'm just pulling masses of it out. Again in here it's the same. Now this one's a bit trickier because it's sprung loaded, so it keeps wanting to push in, but this is the same. It's just got all this like build up of, it almost looks like wool. It's pulling off a bit like wool. I suppose it is just what comes off people's clothes and various different fibres and what have you. I think we've got that. We'll try giving it a quick of a little bit of a blow. I'm hoping that's that'll sort it. The other thing you need to check is these. I'll just zoom you down. No, oops, a bit far. If you see these wheels here, you can see all the little slots in them. Just make sure that there's nothing obstructing any of them slots, because if you do get loads of fluff in these, I've seen this before, you can get some of these slots. There's a little bit there actually, get that off. You can get these slots where they get gummed up with stuff, and obviously if they get gummed up with stuff, the light can't get through them, and you start getting like jittery operation on your mouse pointer, because it's actually missing part of the encoding as it moves around. Because basically how these work is the ball's in there, it makes that shaft turn there, and if you look, as that shaft turns, it makes that wheel with all the little slots turn. Between there you've got a basically you've got a LED and a photo sensor. It's all infrared, so an infrared LED on one side and a photo sensor on the other side. And every time that turns, obviously it makes a counter, tap 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 like that, obviously digitally. You've got an IC there which basically then translates that, and that's how you get your X and your Y coordinates out of the mouse. So if you've got anything that's either obstructing that from turning properly, or you've got anything in there that's causing an obstruction, it's going to make the mouse malfunction. Like I said, we had quite a lot of icky fluff build up on there. And I'm just wondering if it was just a bit of fluff or something which was causing the problems I were having, because it was just like sticking in one direction like that. The rollers themselves on this one actually don't look that dirty. We're still going to clean them because we're in here, so we might as well. But they don't actually look terribly dirty. I've seen them far worse. Let's go in anyway. A bit of isoprop on here. I'll just hold it against the roller like that, and then I'll just use the rotary encoder, and I'll turn the rotary encoder. Just have to hold it like that, and we'll just use that to spin it and see if we can get any muck or rubbish that's on that roller off. That should be okay, and we'll just dry that off as well. There There we go, that's that one done, and we'll do the same thing with that one. So we'll just hold the isoprop on there and give that a quick spin. Again, we'll just give it a quick dry off. They don't look that bad actually. So I wonder if it was just that fluff that had built up. Oh, there's a bit in there. It's sticky, that fluff as well, because it keeps sticking to the end of my tweezers. There's a little bit in there, I can see it. There. Got it. I wonder if that was going round and causing it to misread. Let's put that back together and see if it's made any difference. It was actually not as dirty as I was expecting in there. I was expecting that to be really really mucky actually, the way it's been behaving, but I'll put it all back together. I'll get you zoomed back out. Oops. Why do I always do that? Why do I always press in instead of out? Right. Very nice and quick to service, these Amiga mice. There's nothing really catastrophic, I think, to go wrong with them, unless someone's been particularly rough or violent with it. And you could have broken plastic pieces, but apart from that, they're very robust, very easy to service, very serviceable. You know, there's no worry about servicing them really. I think not. That should be right there. Let's put this back on. Ah, that. How does that fit in there now? That must go in there. Ah, there we go. Let's put that down. Try to get that in the right place. It just needs a bit of massaging to get it right. There we go. Oh, you need to get the back clips in first, and push the front in. There we go. Right, put the screws back in. I'm not going to clean the. In fact, I might just give it a quick rub. I'm not going to clean the mouse ball itself with like isoprop or anything like that, because I'm a bit concerned about it reacting with the rubber, because it's already, you know, it's not gone yet, but it is starting to deteriorate a little bit. I'll just give it a wipe on some material just to make sure there's no like grease contaminants or anything like that on it, and then we'll leave it at that. So I'm literally just going to give it a scrub on my t-shirt, just like I said, just to make sure there's nothing particularly nasty on there. There we go. We'll drop the ball back in. And we'll go and just quickly try this on the Amiga and see if we've made any improvement to it. The buttons were all right. It was literally just an issue with it doing that. Anyway, I'll just set us back up in front of the Amiga, and we can have a see whether that's made a difference. So back in a sec. Okay, we're back. I've got the mouse connected back up to the Amiga, and hopefully with luck, apart from my mouse mat moving around, but we've got nice smooth. That's back to how it should be. So yeah, I think it was just a bit of that fluff and muck and rubbish in there. It was like doing that, and it was, you get like that, and you're having to bash it on the thing to get it to move again. So just needed a little bit of a clean in there. I thought I'd show you inside one of these Amiga mice and show how easy they are to sort out. So I'm going to leave it there for now. Like I said, we'll have a proper video on putting the hard disk in this, or at least the compact flash card hard drive in here. So until then, thanks for watching, and goodbye.